Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
To some, this is just a ball. To Iowa Farm Bureau, it's much more. It's opportunity for small-town kids to make it big. It's our youth, our community leaders, our past, our future. It's hopes and dreams, passion and pride. To Iowa Farm Bureau, this is the reason we work so hard. This is Iowa. Iowa Farm Bureau. People, progress, and pride.
And we welcome you inside Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for the 2021 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. Tonight, the Kingsley-Pierson Panthers get set to take on the Newell-Fonda Mustangs in the Class 1A quarterfinal matchup here on the IGHSAU Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Alongside Joanna Settles, I'm Daniel Versteg, and Joanna, this may be the 2 versus 7 matchup in this bracket, but as far as things are concerned, this is a really evenly matched up match.
It is a great matchup. I just talked to Kingsley-Pierson's Coach Nicole Goodwin, in the hall as they're getting ready to come in, and she just said how they've been 2-3 all year long. And it really should be a good matchup. And at this point, rankings don't matter.
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's a good one. They have the same records, and let's take a look at how these teams got to this point in Des Moines. For Kingsley-Pierson, they had to defeat St. Albert from Council Bluffs in the Region 4 title. This is their 5th state tournament appearance with a record of 23-1. Newell-Fonda defeated Cama-Veneta, and head coach Dick Jungers has made winning a regularity at Newell-Fonda. It's been a really solid program, Joanna, that's seen themselves win 2 state titles in the last 2 years.
Yes, and the Newell-Fonda Mustangs are looking for a 3-peat state championship under this dynasty that Coach Dick Jungers, not only Dick Jungers and his team, I really think the whole community is behind this high-octane offense and defense that they run.
Yeah, it's been a really solid run, and it's been a lot of the same players as well. A lot of the Seavers, the Walkers, and a lot of players that we are going to get used to. When we come back, we'll have our seeds for success and get you closer to tip-off in this girls basketball contest. Newell-Fonda and Kingsley-Pierson on the Girls Digital Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's Pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
And we welcome you back to the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Kingsley-Pierson and Newell-Fonda in the third of 4 1A quarterfinal matchups here. And Joanna, let's take a look at our Seeds for Success powered by Kruger Seeds. First for Kingsley-Pierson.
Kingsley-Pierson wants to communicate on defense. They have to match up quickly because we're about to see some quick transitions. They also want to play their game, which is scoring quickly in transition and playing team defense and offense.
And now for Newell-Fonda, they're a really tough opponent.
Yes, Newell-Fonda, you'll see their pressure defense all 32 minutes. It's relentless defense, and in every opportunity they're looking to get the ball. They also want to utilize their deep bench. All 15 girls on their roster has seen significant minutes. What this does is allow their starters to stay fresh, and man, they'll put up a lot of points when they stay fresh.
Yes, they will. Today's Seeds for Success were brought to you by Kruger Seeds. Next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. We'll take our break here before tip-off. Newell-Fonda and Kingsley-Pierson, the 2 versus 7 matchup. Winner plays on Friday afternoon. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices.
That guides me home. I got it. You're my favorite.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Fans, the Iowa Bankers Association is proud to help students reach their goals both financially and educationally. That's why they are honored to provide 5 student athletes from this year's basketball tournament with $1,000 scholarships. Follow their Facebook page, facebook.com/Iowa Bankers, to see the winners. Daniel Versteg alongside Joanna Settles getting you ready for Kingsley-Pierson and Newell-Fonda. And we'll briefly mention this, Joanna. These two teams are 23-1, both with the same record. But I don't know if you could have better losses. For Newell-Fonda, they lost to Bishop Garrigan of Algona, and Kingsley-Pierson losing to MMCRU, who we just saw battle Exira EHK in a tight one. If you're going to have a good loss, Joanna, I think those are 2 good losses.
It is, and sometimes it's good to have a loss to realize that you know, there are a few things that you need to work on.
Right.
So they're both unbelievable teams. Newell-Fonda, Bishop Garrigan, what a matchup that was last year in the title game. And there was some revenge going on in that matchup this year. And who knows, maybe by the end of the week we'll see that matchup again.
Yeah, goodness, it's definitely shaping out that way. Of course, Kingsley-Pierson is looking for some justification. Their trip to stay here is the number 7 seed, their 5th trip in program history, last in 2017, and it's a new group of players, but Coach Goodwin has really established a winning program at KP.
She has. I know they had a lot of nerves in the regional final, and so hopefully she can get them calmed down so that they're relaxed and can play their game and start off with a strong first quarter.
Yeah, she says she can tell when they start getting too serious, they tighten up, and One thing that's going to be true, though, Newell-Fonda will not let you relax.
No, they won't. They are pressure defense. Just when you think you can inbound the ball, there they are, turn around, grab it, and score before you even realize what happened.
Absolutely. Newell-Fonda, Kingsley-Pierson. Let's send it to public address announcer Joe Hammond.
Featuring the Kingsley-Pierson Panthers and the Newell-Fonda Mustangs. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our part is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Because once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Fans, at this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Kingsley-Pierson High School and Newell-Fonda High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Leah Reese, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school's scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Kingsley-Pierson High School, Val Sitzman. And from Newell-Fonda High School, Charlie Myers.
The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union encourages positive behavior, pride, respect, leadership, and sportsmanship on the court and in the stands.
Remember what a great privilege it is to see your team compete.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Introduce the players in tonight's quarterfinal matchup. First, the non-starters for the Kingsley-Pierson Panthers. Number 11, McKenna Bowman. Number 15, Hayden Dunn. Number 21, Emmy Benson. Number 23, Avery Schrader. Number 31, Carly Huth. Number 33, Hallie Collins. Number 41, Chloe Pashaw. Number 45, Gabby Bousted. Number 51, Rachel Boley. And number 53, Hannah Cook. The assistant coach for Kingsley-Pierson is Tori Hill. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Newell-Fonda Mustangs. Number 4, Anna Belcock. Number 10, Mary Walker. Number 22, McKenna Sievers. Number 24, Nevaeh Lyman. Number 32, Lainey Hograve. Number 34, Kira Jungers. Number 42, Isabel Bartek. Number 50, Audrey Koski. Number 52, Paige Roberts. And number 54, Emma Erickson. The assistant coaches for Newell-Fonda are Courtney Darrow, Jordan Myers, and Kevin Larson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for tonight's starting lineups? For Kingsley-Pierson, a 5'7" sophomore, number 5, Allison Rainking. And for Newell-Fonda, a 5'8" senior, number 12, Bailey Sievers. For Kingsley-Pierson, a 5'7" senior, number 13, Brooklyn Berry. And for Newell-Fonda, a 5'7" junior, number 20, Macy Sievers. For Kingsley-Pierson, a 5'6" senior, number 25, Delaney Eisminger. And for Newell-Fonda, a 5'8" senior, number 30, Maggie Walker. For Kingsley-Pierson, a 5'10 junior, number 35, Mackenzie Goodwin. And for Newell-Fonda, a 5'9 senior, number 40, Ella Larson. For Kingsley-Pierson, a 5'5 senior, number 43, Abby Bailey. And for Newell-Fonda, a 5'8 senior, number 44, Ellie Lugo. The head coach for Kingsley-Pierson is Nicole Goodwin, and the head coach for Newell-Fonda is Dick Jungers. The floor officials this evening are Brandon Smith, Adam Walderbach, and Andrew Cohn. Welcome Kingsley-Pierson and Newell-Fonda to the 2021 Iowa Girls State Tournament.
And before we begin today's game, we'd like to once again thank the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Newell-Fonda and Kingsley-Pierson ready to go at it, and take a look at the starting lineups for the Panthers once again. It's a pretty balanced lineup for both sides, and this is going to be a good one, Joanna.
It is. Let's get our seatbelts on. Let's get ready to run.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be a quick one. Tip is controlled by the Mustangs, and this quarterfinal is underway here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. So 3 is up and strong by Walker, and the Panthers want to work it in transition.
And we saw the Mustangs shoot quickly. They like to only make a few passes and get a shot up, and they want to run.
They're in the corner. They go underneath. Goodwin tries to back it out. Finds the corner to Eisminger, and her 3 strong. The offensive putback, though, is in and out from Beery. They've got a tie up, and the possession stays with Kingsley-Pierson. So we see them like to spread the floor a little bit, and the three-point shooting could be a factor here tonight.
Yes, you can see them trying to get an inside touch. They want to get that ball inside, which opens it up outside. A little in-and-out look.
Here's a skip pass. Ranking. Nice cut to Beery. Out to the wing. A long 2 is strong from Bailey. Another offensive rebound for the Panthers, and Goodwin puts it in.
Goodwin, one of the top 3 scorers with Barry and Eisminger for the Panthers.
It's a loose ball in the corner. What a diving hustle by Goodwin. And this will be Kingsley-Pierson basketball. Looks like Ella Larson. Well, they do whistle it back to the Mustangs. Goodwin must have been on the baseline. And they lob it under the bucket. Maggie Walker back out. 3 is up and strong from Legault. She gets her own rebound and loses it out of bounds. It's Panther basketball. So the quick shot is a good strategy as long as those shots are falling.
It is. It does give you a chance for the offensive rebound.
Kingsley breaks the full court press. The Panthers into the front court. Goodwin travels, and the Mustangs take over.
And there are those subtle little things that when you push the tempo that you want the other team to make those mistakes, and there's one turnover.
Mustangs try and get it in and almost throwing it away, but Macy Sievers corrals the pass, the junior guard. First team All-Stater last year for the Mustangs. Driving out of the bucket is Walker. A long pass to the corner. Another touch to Sievers for 3, and Bailey knocks it in, and the Mustangs are up 1.
Yes, outstanding ball movement to get it to the open girl, Bailey Sievers.
That's something the Mustangs do well. They average 21 assists a game, and there's this takeaway in the backcourt and a foul called on Kingsley-Pierson. That's that pressure defense, Joanna, that Kingsley's going to have to figure out how to get around.
They are, and there's Macy Sievers for Newell-Fonda in the middle of it all. There's so many great players from Newell-Fonda, but Macy Sievers is really the quarterback of this offensive defense.
A layup off the glass is good for Maggie Walker.
There it is, and I say on a quarterback on offense and defense sounds funny until you see her steal it every time on defense, and then she scores or allows her team to do so.
And there's a takeaway now from Ella Larson. She drives into the paint, floats it up, and a late blocking foul called on the Panthers, and Ella Larson will shoot a couple free throws.
Yeah, some controversy on that call. Kingsley-Pierson didn't agree with that when they thought she might have been set.
Abby Bailey takes the the run into the paint, and she looks to be all right. And Larson's at the line shooting a couple. Well, it runs in the family for the Larsons. Her dad, Kevin, the assistant coach for Newell-Fonda, and Ella's older sister, Olivia, the program's all-time leading scorer at Newell-Fonda. Definitely some good genes there, and she knocks down both free throws. Now the Panthers again just looking to get it over the half-court line, and they do, but an errant pass will give Newell-Fonda the ball right back.
And here come the fresh bodies as the pressure will continue.
And substitution presented by IMT Insurance. So Newell-Fonda up by 5 as we start things. Walker with it. Good tight defense by the Panthers. They go to the free throw line for Kiera Jungers.
Yep.
Down under to Walker, and she's fouled under the bucket. Looks like it's on the floor. Well, Kingsley-Pierson, I think, is setting up well in the half court, but Newell-Fonda's ball movement's really tough to predict.
It is. They continue with this man-to-man defense. That's pretty tight.
They deflect a pass, and recovering is Walker. Here's Mary Walker for 3, and she gets that one.
Mary Walker, not a starter, but scoring 7 points and has really helped this veteran team with, just only a sophomore, but she's really added a lot.
Newell-Fonda forces another turnover. That's 5 for the Panthers here already. And the Mustangs work it across. Larson with a good dribble into the paint, stepped around the defender and lays it in. And Nicole Goodwin wants a timeout. Well, we're seeing Newell-Fonda's speed. We talked about they like to work it quickly, and when Larson is driving like that, she's pretty tough to stop.
It's just a green light. You see, it's a green light if Newell-Fonda has a couple inches, really, maybe a couple feet. You saw Mary Walker hit that 3. It's a green light to drive. They just want to score as fast as they can because you can tell they love defense. They love that pressure defense, and we are only 3 minutes into the game, and, they have a dozen points. I wouldn't be surprised if Newell-Fonda puts up 30 points here in this first quarter.
Well, they've been used to doing that. Newell-Fonda put up 80 points a game. In fact, in their first-round regional matchup, they put up triple digits. They scored 100 in their first-round matchup of the regional tournament. Let's see what the Panthers worked on out of the timeout as Bailey drives toward the baseline. The Mustangs just not letting her breathe. There's a nice feed under the bucket, and Beery lays it in.
That was a great pass. When the double team came, you knew someone was open, and she got the ball to her for the bucket.
And quickly the other end, they don't give you a chance to get back, and Mary Walker scores.
We'll see if KP can break the press here.
Here with it is Eisminger. Beery drives off a shot fake. They dump it under the bucket, and Boley gets fouled on the floor. Trying to give some relief down in the post. I think that's Kingsley's strength, definitely, is their height down there.
It is. They've got, once they get into their set half-court offense, then they do have some height advantage, and getting the ball inside is key for them.
The key is they got to get set in that half-court offense, and Newell-Fonda does not let them do that as another takeaway. Long outlet, Bailey Sievers lays it up short and gets her own board. Persistence pays off, and she puts the Mustangs up by a dozen.
She does another good pass.
Here comes Kingsley, and there's a nice press break, and Boley lays it into the left hand. Took some contact, but gets the score. Here they come back down the floor. There is Bailey Sievers again scoring for the Mustangs.
She has bought into the joy of assisting her teammates.
Here comes Kingsley. Eisminger. She's stuck with it, doesn't have her dribble, and gives it off to Beery. Panthers waiting for something to develop. She drives, a pull-up from 14, bounce short, and Newell-Fonda gets the rebound. Here is Bailey Sievers. Onto the bucket to Hogreef. Feeds a cutting Macy Sievers, but her shot is a little wide off the mark. And Kingsley gets the rebound. What tight defense there. Eisminger lucky to have possession. 3 Mustangs were corralling her. But the Panthers break the press, and running right down the alley, Brooklyn Beery gets fouled on a layup, and she'll shoot a couple free throws.
Yes, you don't see a triple team on the in the backcourt very often. So Kingsley-Pierson doing a nice job trying to settle in, handling this pressure, but you can just feel how it's rushing them on every decision that they make.
And we talk about Kingsley-Pierson wanting to play relaxed, and we're seeing right now how Newell-Fonda is able to get at Kingsley-Pierson. The Panthers just can't even relax. They can't take a breath out there.
No, even when they broke the press, it was actually a 2-on-1. They passed behind the person for a turnover. So, yeah, they'll have to keep, mentally staying focused and making smart decisions.
Beery makes her free throws, and now we got a foul on the other end. The Mustangs will have an inbound here.
This middle whole lane of the court is like Macy Seaver's lane. Here she goes back and forth, just flying and diming and trying to score.
Well, hopefully this will give some confidence for Kingsley-Pierson. They get the turnover. 3-on-2 break, and Goodwin high off the glass gets the bounce, and the Panthers are within single digits again.
Yeah, that was a beautiful athletic left-handed lay-in.
Here's a three, though, the other end by Maggie Walker, and that is in. Newell-Fonda, there it is again. A quick score, and the shots are falling for the Mustangs. Panthers break the press once again. Beery drives into the paint and left her shot a bit strong. Newell-Fonda, Macy Sievers, turnaround layup is a little strong there. And there we're seeing each team trying to dictate the tempo, each team wanting to go a million miles an hour.
And you can tell that Newell-Fonda, this is their normal pace. I don't think it's anyone else's normal pace.
No, they definitely play their own game as off the miss, Bailey Sievers lays it in. That's Sievers lane down there with either Bailey or Macy. So they force another turnover. Here's Macy for three. That's in. And we're going to see more than 30 points at this rate, Joanna.
Yes.
Here comes Kingsley-Pierson, and another takeaway by the Mustangs. Macy feeds it off to Larson, and she lays it in. That's 28 for the Mustangs, and Coach Goodwin has seen enough. A timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
We welcome you back to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines. Daniel Versteg and Joanna Settles with you. Newell-Fonda is playing at their own pace, and right now it just looks like they're playing a different game of basketball than everybody else.
Yeah, this is their style of play. This is what they do. You want to look at these seniors. They've only lost 2 games in their 4-year domination run here. And those seniors, Bailey Sievers, Maggie Walker, Ella Larson, Ellie Legault, and Paige Roberts. So this is what they do, and they do it well.
Yeah, there's a reason they're back-to-back state champions, and then runner-ups those seniors freshman year. Kingsley tries to bring it across, and Mary Walker had the pocket picked, but stepped out of bounds, so the Panthers retain possession. Kingsley will try and set something up in their half court. Nice feed under the bucket, and getting fouled on the play is Delaney Eisminger. And that's what you have to do, take it at the rack and hope something good happens.
Yes. Kingsley-Pierson, when they get in the half court and they get the ball in the paint, they've had, they've scored. They've had good percentages when they've done that. It just hasn't been often enough with the amount of turnovers they're giving up.
Eisminger's free throw a bit strong. Eisminger, a commit to Northwestern College in Orange City, signed to play baseball and softball for the Red Raiders. And her second goes. Newell-Fonda still leads by 17 here in this 1A quarterfinal matchup. Driving baseline, Walker. Nice handoff to Larson. Tried the extra pass. This one goes off of Kingsley-Pierson.
We rarely see more than 3 passes in the Mustang offense. There was that third one, and that third one was almost a turnover. So they want to shoot right away and pass very few times so they can keep this tempo up.
Get it into the wing, and Walker heaves up the 3. Offensive putback, though, by Larson is good. Not too many offensive rebounds for Newell-Fonda. They haven't had any opportunities for him. Here's another steal. Mary Walker all day from 3. She left it short. And the Panthers will try and get it across the timeline. And a lot of tight defense being played by Newell-Fonda. Eisminger's got the tough task of dribbling it across. Nice dish underneath, and Pichau gets her first bucket off the glass.
That was good patience in breaking the press and getting the ball into the paint.
Larson fakes it out, drives, lays it up, and got fouled. So Larson will shoot a couple.
Larson, of course, the lefty. She and Maggie Walker are both in the 1,000-point club, and she's about to add to that.
Larson, a 81% free throw shooter, but misses the first in and out. We'll have a substitution here. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn more at imtins.com. The second is good for Larson, and it's 31 points in the first quarter for the Mustangs. This is just pace we do not see at the high school level, girls or boys for that matter. There's another takeaway. That's the 10th Panther turnover. And Larson feeds it down to the baseline. Back out to Maggie. Jump stop, traveled. It's the right idea. Just unfortunately, probably did the 1-2 step on the jump stop.
She did. I think she was looking to possibly kick it back out to the three-point line, and she wasn't decisive enough.
Panthers, loose ball. Good hustle for it by both teams. Nice dish underneath. Goodwin waits for the shot fake and lays it in. Now Newell-Fonda will have to put one up. Walker heave-hoes and missed it short. And through one quarter, Newell-Fonda has a 31-15 lead over Kingsley-Pierson. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Des Moines, the S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
At Central College, we've got you covered. Safe, affordable, health conscious. Our tuition is less than $20,000 a year, and scholarships are available. Make your best decision ever and apply today.
Hey fans, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever, and scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Daniel Versteg, Joanna Settles with you, welcoming you back to the Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines for this Class 1A quarterfinal matchup. And right away, Kingsley-Pierson gets a takeaway. And a great pass up the floor, a little too far for Eisminger. But she's still able to take it to the hoop. A little short, backs it out. That's a long 2 from Goodwin. And a little strong, but they get a takeaway onto the bucket, and Beery puts it up and in.
Nice offensive board by Brooklyn Beery. Beery had 24 in the regional final game to get here to state, so she can score.
And averages 14.5 points a game. Newell-Fonda drives in, and Swat there under the bucket. As Abby Bailey gets her hand on that shot, directs it out of bounds, and Newell-Fonda will try under the bucket. A 31-point first quarter for Newell-Fonda. It's just mind-blowing how quick the Mustangs were able to put up that many points. 8 minutes. They got 31 out of it.
It is. The analytics on Newell-Fonda are really fun to look at. If you just their last three games they played right on their road to state, they won by an average of 54 points.
And on average all season they win by 40. It just doesn't happen. Persistence pays off again. Bailey Sievers gets the bucket plus the harm. She's already in double figures with 11 and can add to that. So we're seeing persistence on defense. We're seeing persistence on the glass, and Newell-Fonda's getting rewarded for it. And Sievers missed the free throw. Another offensive rebound for the Mustangs, and it is Macy Sievers leaving it a bit short. And a foul on the Mustangs on the rebound.
That was good positioning defensively by Allison Ranking.
It results in Kingsley-Pierson basketball. Panthers get it in and break the full court press. Up the floor comes Bailey. Berry drives and got fouled. Newell-Fonda maybe, or Kingsley-Pierson I guess, might be starting to make some adjustments that they need here.
They are. They're kind of getting used to this flow, if we can say that, right? What do they need to do? They continue. They're not going to be able to be relaxed, if you will, but they can in the half court a bit. Again, there's that pressure defense causing them to make turnovers, and there is Newell-Fonda turning that defense into offense.
It's something they do so well. And Dick Jungers outlined that. He says speed and quickness in transition, not just on offense, but on defense as well, is what makes this Mustang team so good.
Yeah, so what does Kingsley-Pierson do?
There's another takeaway. I guess that's a good question. I've heard some coaches say, well, you got to just slow it down and make them play your pace, even if it's not your normal pace.
Right, I don't see that happening. They need to continue to get the ball inside. Mackenzie Goodwin, she's done a great job when they get the ball inside to her. So as much as they can get the ball in the middle of the court, pass it, try not to rush, make good passes down the court and get it into the paint, they've had good luck doing that.
Kingsley-Pierson gets it after the errant throw. And they work it across the timeline. Good job breaking the press, but a little too much on the pass. Gives Newell-Fonda the ball right back.
It's not often you see 3 girls on the ball handler.
Right. And that's, I guess, the upside is if Kingsley can break the press, they've proven to get some easy buckets and good numbers on the other end.
They can if they can get, there's usually a 2-on-1, a 3-on-2 at the other end, but they haven't been able to get the ball there.
Nice leap for the interception, Abby Bailey. She gets it up the floor to Eisminger. Bounced it off, Bailey. To the corner, Ranking with her first shot. It's a bit short. And Newell-Fonda works it up the floor with Sievers. Down under the bucket, Bartek lays it in. The freshman gets her first score.
Just a beautiful pass by Macy Sievers.
Kingsley breaks it. Here's Ranking. To Beery. Into the paint. Right-handed floater. Too strong. And that pass goes a little bit of an assist from McKenna Sievers off the old noggin. And the layup by Bartek is good.
That went from hands to head to feet to hands to 2 points.
It's not pretty, but it is points. Another foul committed by Newell-Fonda just as Abby Bailey was about to get it off. Got a whole host of substitutions here for Newell-Fonda. They check in 5 players. Of course, our substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com.
So here comes the hockey lines, the Grinnell, the fresh bodies, right. And here goes.
It's Larson laying it in.
Yes.
Yeah, we see teams do it, and when you run that fast, you do have to do a hockey line change, sub in all 5 players. And there's a travel little feet shuffle from Rachel Boley. Newell-Fonda with the fresh bodies out there, and they're utilizing that deep bench we talked about as well. I mean, it's rare to see a 1A school with 16 players on the roster, but it's even rarer to see 15 of them get regular minutes.
It is, and I think it's a little bit less now that we're getting, into this week of state championship basketball, but it does keep them fresh, and they can continue the pace that they want to stay at with the fresh bodies.
Larson gets fouled on the floor, but we are into the bonus. That's the 7th on Kingsley-Pierson, and Larson's going back to the line to shoot a couple. Another substitution for the Panthers, brought to you by IMT Insurance. Each team 23-1, and with their one loss coming to really solid programs as Larson hits the first half.
They are solid programs with Coach Goodwin at KP and Coach Jungers at Newell-Fonda. That's 34 years collectively of head coaching experience, so they know what they're doing and they do it well.
And well over 600 wins between these two coaches. Off the missed free throw, Ella Larson hits another triple. And Newell-Fonda has opened up a 28-point lead. There's an offensive foul at the other end. Ella Larson ecstatic coming off of the floor.
She is. That fired up the student section of Newell-Fonda as well.
Well, they've gotten used to and they probably got their own spots here at Wells Fargo Arena for the amount of times they've been here over the last few years. 4th year in a row and 8th trip in the last 9 years for Newell-Fonda. Maggie Walker got fouled going up with a shot, and she'll shoot 2.
Speaking of coming to state, Coach Dick Jungers has been here 12 out of his 18 years here with the Mustangs, and his winning percentage is incredible. It's 86% of his games. That's incredibly high.
I think you in your coaching days, or any coach, would have loved a winning percentage that high.
Yes, 86%. Definitely worth mentioning.
The first is good for Maggie Walker, and her second is also good. Maggie, a second-team All-Stater, signed to play basketball for the Dordt Defenders up in Sioux County. Nice outlet under the bucket. Boley, too strong. And Newell-Fonda goes the other way. They're forcing Kingsley-Pierson into one-and-done scenarios as a carry by Walker gives the Panthers the ball right back.
Yes, a turnover by the Mustangs, not something you see too often.
No.
They keep those turnover numbers down. She just got her hands underneath the ball too much.
And 12 turnovers a game on average this season for Newell-Fonda. As a kick ball goes way into the scorer's table on the other side. I think Ella Larson could play a little soccer for the Mustangs.
I think we're feeling spring.
Yeah, that is right around the corner. Goodwin out with it. Now under the bucket. It goes right through the hands of Eisminger, and Newell-Fonda works it across. Walker's pass gets deflected out of bounds. Nice hustle by Abby Bailey, who's had some tough luck out there on the floor tonight.
He has, and you see 5 fresh bodies again. When you start kicking and you start on a turnover, hey, it's time to switch your girls again, and here they go. For Kingsley-Pierson, they've gone multiple times down the court now, and Goodwin has not even touched the ball. They've got to get some touches in the paint to her.
And Goodwin out there on the corner. Here's a 3 left wing that's a bit short from McKenna Sievers, the freshman. Getting some great minutes here. McKenna has it. They give it under the bucket to Kira Jungers, and she gets herself on the scoreboard.
Yes, coach's daughter with 2. They almost hit. They could have hit Macy Sievers for the nice cut that she had, but she'll just take matters into her own hands.
She gets the score off the steal there. It is just so tough to do anything against this Newell-Fonda defense. They don't let you do anything. There's another one from Macy. And deja vu all over again. Another score by Macy Sievers. And Nicole Goodwin wants to talk things over. It is remarkable. Newell-Fonda showing why they're back-to-back state champs, and they're really just dominating this game.
They are. Their run and jump defense is fun to watch. They're so quick, and they capitalize on every steal that they get.
Yeah, they have turned Kingsley-Pierson over 19 times. When you look at some of the other numbers, they've scored 35 of their 53 points off of those turnovers. That's incredibly efficient.
It is, but most of those, there's not a defender there, so right? So you just finish at the other end. They sure have a lot of fun playing this style of game. So much energy, so many girls included when you play this style. And they will continue on with this pressure even though they're at 53 points here with 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, you keep it going no matter what the scenario is.
Oh, never mind. They're at half court.
Finally, Kingsley can breathe a little bit. Panthers with it. As it's Eisminger, they're able to set up their half court. There they go to Goodwin. She dishes it under the bucket, and getting fouled is Abby Bailey. That's what you wanted them to look for is go under the bucket.
Yes, good things happen for Kingsley-Pierson when Goodwin has the ball in her hands in the paint. A nice pass under the basket.
And Abby Bailey is shooting two. Bailey, the senior guard, puts her first up and in, and that's the first score for Abby Bailey on the contest. She's signed to play basketball at Bethany Lutheran in Mankato, Minnesota. Able to continue her basketball career on to the next level as she goes 2 for 2 from the line. Here come the Mustangs into the half court. To the wing, Jungers, and they swing it around the perimeter looking for that good opportunity there. Out with it, Macy Sievers. Hands it off to Isabel Bartek.
Little different feeling as they're slowing things down defensively and offensively now, working the ball around.
They skip it off to Sievers. A nice crossover and a pretty finish at the glass from AC Sievers. So Kingsley-Pierson will look for the answer here. A 36-point Newell-Fonda lead here in the second quarter, and a good takeaway, great positioning by Kira Jungers. Now a takeaway there by Bailey. Goes one-on-one and got fouled. And so Bailey's going right back to the charity stripe. Wow, Abby Bailey is that chippy player, it seems like, for Kingsley-Pierson. She's on the floor, she's running into players, and she's going to have a few paddle scars by the time this one's over.
She is. She's a fighter, you can tell. Working hard, forcing the turnover, which are very few by the Mustangs, and capitalizing with here at the charity stripe.
So she hits the first. Got some substitutions on the free throw. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at IMTINS.com. Bailey's second free throw is off the mark, and Newell-Fonda goes the other way. A nice pass out to the corner. A three off the glass is a little strong from Ellie Legault. Kingsley-Pierson there for the rebound. And there's a foul as Abby Bailey again hits the deck, trying to split through the double team. She's back to the line. And it'll be Emmy Benson checking in as well. Or a quick substitution for Kingsley-Pierson. Abby Bailey, the senior guard, has lived at the free throw line. These are attempts number 5, and she'll get number 6 as well after the bonus.
Yes, she averages almost 7 points a game and is 71% from the free throw line this season.
I'll take those numbers. Bailey is up and good with her second. So the lead is back to 33 for Newell-Fonda, as it is Legault on the wing. They give it to Larson, down to the corner, Walker. Off a shot fake, jump stop, good dish to the corner, and Mary Walker rewards her with an assist.
Great ball movement. Kingsley-Pierson has to respect all players in the paint and at the three-point line, which really extends their defense and gives Newell-Fonda great looks at the hoop.
Goodwin takes her drive. Back out to Beery. Looking for somebody in the paint. They found Emmy Benson, thankfully. With 30 seconds left in the half. Panthers have it. Beery. Floater. Up and good.
Yes, Beery loves the runner.
It's a nice shot. Gets some points, and now Newell-Fonda turns it over. Kingsley-Pierson can maybe go 2 for 1 here. With only a few seconds, they turn the ball over once again. Now Newell-Fonda has the numbers. Pull up 3 in transition is short. And the turnaround by Larson at the buzzer is good. And yes, that is 60 points for Newell-Fonda at the half. Well, we will take a break, and we'll come back. We've got our halftime stats for you, and we'll also have a feature with Iowa Farm Bureau President Craig Hill. That's coming up here at halftime of this Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union tournament game, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching on the Iowa Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise, and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's top teams and student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's a chance for a small town kid to make it big. It's our future leaders. It's a reason to do more, to be more. And it's that farm strong spirit that can be found only in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes, the coaches on a successful year. And remember, the task ahead of you is never greater than the strength within you.
I hear you're looking for a great college where you can get an affordable education. SWIC is the place for you.
I appreciate the personalized teaching.
And I've gotten to meet people from all around the world.
SWIC student housing is incredible.
I like SWIC's hands-on training.
And I'll start my career in 2 years.
I can schedule my classes online or face-to-face.
SWIC feels like a community,
like family, like home. SWIC is a place for you.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
And now we'd like to take a moment once again to thank our title sponsor, the Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Earlier this week, Tom Florian of the IGHSAU had the opportunity to sit down with Iowa Farm Bureau President Craig Hill for an interview to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and student athletes across the state.
And we'd like to welcome you into the halftime show. I'm Tom Florian with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of action here at today's game. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament here now in its 102nd edition in Des Moines, a great event for the state of Iowa. And we here at the Girls Union are so thankful for those who support us in putting on this fantastic event, none of which are more important and great as Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Joining me now here at halftime is President of Iowa Farm Bureau, Craig Hill. Craig, good to see you.
Good to see you, Tom.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here. We want to tell the viewers about Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide to the Iowa Girls Union. My first question to you would be, why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest and support the Iowa Girls Athletic Union?
Oh, well, Tom, the Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union now for 16 years. And we're thrilled, once again, to be a part of what we consider to be the best girls' state tournament in the country. And it does showcase Iowa's elite teams, our elite players, and I would suggest our elite fans as well. But we recognize the pandemic. It has certainly made the trip to qualify for this tournament just a little bit more challenging. And, I would suggest that it's also a testament to the ability of our student athletes to adapt and to persist through these tough times. So we're just so proud of these student athletes.
And you mentioned the student athletes and how they've grown and persevered through this challenging year. Talk about why Iowa Farm Bureau is so invested in supporting Iowa's youth.
Oh, well, Tom, I'm a farmer, but I've always said that our kids here in Iowa are our most important crop. And that's why the Iowa Farm Bureau provides just over $250,000 in scholarships to students each and every year. More than $450,000 over the last 8 years for Iowa's teachers in terms of classroom supplies, as well as our sponsorship of 4-H and FFA and many other youth organizations, but of course, the Governor's Scholar Program. And we recognize academic students academics and students in Iowa through that program.
And you mentioned recognizing and providing recognition and scholarship opportunities for youth in Iowa. But these student athletes here on the court today, they're actually taking home some other types of souvenirs, if you will, from the state tournament. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, each player will receive a signature ball, a basketball that coaches and players can sign. Everyone can keep as a keepsake and kind of a reminder of what the journey has been to get them here to the state tournament. So it's an opportunity for us to provide some good memories and keep that keepsake in front of them as they go on as being leaders in Iowa in our communities.
A cool keepsake, most definitely. Well, Craig, we are out of time here at halftime, but I want to thank you again for your support of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and everything that you do. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Tom.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say that imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Maybe that's why scientists are trying to recreate real meat. Trying to duplicate the taste and texture, often using more than 20 ingredients. But why tamper with what Mother Nature already perfected? A more complete, high-quality protein, Iowa raised meat is the original health food, with 9 essential amino acids necessary for the human diet. Nutrients that are hard to get from plant-based proteins. Best of all, the real meat on your dinner table tonight was sustainably raised with love by Iowa farm families. As much as people may try, there's just no substitute for the taste, texture, and nutrition of nature's perfect protein. But hey, keep at it. It's flattering that so many products want to be us.
Sometimes people who seem to know everything.
Dental insurance costs a fortune and it covers nothing.
Don't. For instance, personal plans from Delta Dental cut the cost of many procedures in half. So be careful what you hear.
How important are teeth anyway?
Get the facts. Contact Delta Dental about saving with personal dental plans today.
Des Moines. The S's are silent. The fun is always loud. And now it's easy to plan your Des Moines adventure. Introducing the Catch List. A list of all things you can't miss. All the thrills, all the chills, hops and drops. Des Moines is a city of love that'll put a smile on your face. It's easy to picture yourself here. Find your adventure at catchdesmoines.com/catchlist today.
And that's halftime, folks. I'm Gus Johnson, and it looks like the Clarks are starving. Over to Dad.
He goes for the Casey's app.
2 handmade pizzas.
Incredible! Casey's curbside pickup. What a play! Bringing it home. Boom! He scores with Casey's Pizza. Order any large Casey's pizza. Score another for just $5.99.
Casey's for the win.
Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out, Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. Daniel Versteg alongside Joanna Settles. It is halftime, and Newell-Fonda, boy, what more can you say about them, Joanna? They are up big. They are doing everything right, it seems like.
They are. The first half was all Newell-Fonda. When they're on defense, they think they're on offense. What a mentality. They love to score, and it goes right along with their team motto of talent wins games, but teamwork wins championships, as they are on their quest for a three-peat.
It's looking to be a good start to the quest, and the thing that really jumps out to me in the first half, the 21 turnovers by Kingsley-Pierson. I mean, like you pointed out, trying to turning defense into offense, and they do it so effortlessly.
They do. It's so natural for them. The way they push the tempo is truly Mustang magic.
Absolutely. And Kingsley-Pierson now, they're down 36. It seems insurmountable, but there are things that you can work on here in this second half to, try and give yourself some confidence and at least close out the season on a high note.
It is. It's a tough halftime for KP, right? So what do they need to do here in the second half? They have to handle the pressure without turning it over. So the few times that they've done that, they've gotten it to the middle. Once they go 2-on-1, or 1-on-2, 1-on-3, they're rushing so much. So they have to, really take care of the ball and, again, get the ball into the paint, get those paint touches, and just try to chip away, right? Some games within a game. Let's make some goals just to keep it positive here for them.
Absolutely. You can look at it. It's starting off 0-0 in the second half. You got to get it within 36 again, and post touches are so important, especially in the half court, but it's more the getting into the half court that Kingsley-Pierson has struggled with.
Yes, most of those turnovers are in that full court press that Newell-Fonda puts on and pushes the tempo. Even when somebody's open, they've missed the open girl because they're rushing so much and they're running at a pace that they're not used to.
One thing I also like to see is the ball movement by Newell-Fonda. I mean, they did this pretty well in their most recent regional final game as well, but they've got 13 assists on 24 made shots. That's showing that they're able to find open shooters and get them the ball quickly.
They are. They love to share the sugar. The unselfish play that they bring is awesome. I think they think an assist is more important than a basket. And for a team to buy into that is awesome to watch, and it increases your shooting percentage when you do that. So it's hard to even pick. There's not one player that's great, right? They have so many individual players that could score 20+, but instead they've gone with the team concept, and it works incredibly well.
Yeah, to your point, 3 different Mustangs are in double figures scoring here in this first half of action, and Ella Larson leads them with 17. Macy Sievers, 11 points, 5 assists. Just some really solid numbers for Newell-Fonda's. Kingsley-Pierson looks to start the second half on a high note here and get things going to start this final 16 minutes of this 1A quarterfinal. The takeaway right off the bat, and Macy Sievers jump stop into the paint. Out to Larson for 3. Doesn't quite fall, and there's a rebound on the foul on the rebound by Kingsley-Pierson. It's Panther ball.
We see the Mustangs pulling back their defense to half court now.
And they're going to let Kingsley-Pierson a little bit of a breather here. There's Bailey. Gives it off to Eisminger, and see if Kingsley-Pierson looks to go down to Goodwin a lot more. There's a lost dribble, and the Mustangs look to run with it. Sievers. Macy pulls up, and it bounced in. The shooter's rule to Macy's advantage.
It is. They pick up in man-to-man half court. I don't know if they like playing half-court defense. I don't think they do.
Gosh, for them, it's got to feel like they're just kind of standing around in the half court.
It is. They'll try to create some turnovers, some touches, some deflections.
Goodwin trying to get her first touch of the second half. She left it a little short, and there's Newell-Fonda. Good ball movement from the Sievers.
And there's that unselfish play by your leader, Macy Sievers.
Newell-Fonda forcing the issue there, and and try and get it down to the block for Ranking. Now Newell-Fonda runs the other way, and Macy Seavers pull-up jumpers up and in.
Beery needs to make a little smart decision when she gets into the paint. A bounce pass would have been a better decision, and maybe less chance of that being stolen.
Yeah, a less contested look, potentially, as that pass gets deflected around out of bounds.
Trying to get the ball into Mackenzie Goodwin.
Yeah, she's normally the one that they rely on. She's got 13 points a game. She has 7 rebounds. She has a block and a half a game. There's a 3 off the top of the glass, and what a perfect rebound for Larson to take it up the court and score.
She makes it look easy.
With a bounce like that, and my goodness. I think I could have scored on that one with that good of a rebound.
Well, the Panthers didn't put anybody back on defense. Mm-hmm. They're not releasing anybody. They're all crashing the board, so that allows for some open looks.
And that's a tough thing when you take threes. Those long rebounds end up haunting you, as, again, in transition, the foul for Walker puts her on the free throw line. When you take threes, you do want to crash, but then you sometimes give up long rebounds.
Yeah, a lot of teams release a player just so there isn't that open look.
Maggie Walker is shooting a couple. She's the 7th all-time leading scorer in Newell-Fonda history, as the Mustangs check out 4 players in the substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance.
Yes, the Mustangs staying fresh even in their half-court defense with a new handful of players.
And even up 46, they check in 5 new players.
Even though they're in the half-court defense, they still continue to wear down the Panthers and wear them down even in the half-court as they want to just keep their advantage.
Beery out to Bailey. Right wing 3 is a little strong. Goodwin with a nice offensive rebound, but it spins off the iron. And we've got a foul on the rebound. This will go on the Mustangs.
Oh, that's a little frustrating. She came in with a beautiful offensive board and tried to kiss it off the glass, and it didn't go.
Just that little spin that it got. Here's Eisminger for 3. That's a bit strong. Goodwin with another offensive rebound. Nice dish to Eisminger, and she is fouled. Delaney goes to the line to shoot 2.
You can see these glimpses of greatness when KP is in their half-court offense.
Now Newell-Fonda racks up a few quick fouls as Eisminger hits the first. Another substitution. Nevaeh Lyman checks into the ball game. Substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance.
Bailey's back here on this free throw, so there'll be no fast breaks for Newell-Fonda on this one.
Both free throws go for Eisminger. And Newell-Fonda works it into the half court. Good tie up there as Allison Ranking forces a jump ball, and it'll switch the possession arrow, but not the possession. Newell-Fonda will have it with Mary Walker. And it's into McKenna Sievers. Lots of underclassmen on the floor getting some great opportunities on the court here at Wells Fargo Arena. Belcock backs it out to Mary Walker. Spins to her left and finishes off the rim for 2.
Mary Walker's not the only one with that nice spin move. There's quite a few girls. You can tell that they practice that to get away from the defender and score.
Here's a long 2. It just rims out. Another offensive rebound for the Panthers. A dish along the baseline, and Goodwin gets hacked for a shot.
Yeah, great pass from Beery to Goodwin down low.
So Goodwin will shoot a couple. Finally putting Mackenzie Goodwin on the free throw line. She does have 6 points for the Panthers, but it's been a struggle to get her there. The first free throw's too strong. Of course, the daughter of Kingsley-Pierson head coach Nicole Goodwin. And her older sister Madison was on the 2016 and 2017 state tournament teams for Kingsley-Pierson. Both free throws unable to fall for Mackenzie. There's a great read by Beery. Tried to dish it across the paint. Nice deflection. And Bailey lays it up a bit strong.
She found herself underneath the basket a little too much and did not have a good angle to bank it in.
Walker pulls up. Just a tad short off the iron. And now the Panthers work it the other way. Eisminger tees up a three, missed it short. Good rebound by Ranking. Out to Beery for three. Eisminger, another offensive rebound. Well, that putback gets denied by Nevaeh Lyman. The Mustangs in the run out. A three left wing is swished from Belcock. Newell-Fonda's lead is increased to 49.
Yes, great cross-court pass from Mary Walker for the assist.
Driving in, a good kick out to Eisminger, and she parries the triple.
It's starting to rain in here, Daniel.
We love it. We love the three-point shooting, and that's Kingsley's first. Kingsley-Pierson gets their first. As we got another substitution here after the pass out of bounds. Substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT. Head to imtins.com. Belcock gets the inbound and gives it off to McKenna Sievers. Hogreef back out to McKenna. And another three. It's pouring now.
3 in a row. Let's see if we can go for 4.
I think Kingsley-Pierson would love to hit another one. And a little reach around there in the post, and here comes another hockey line change for Newell-Fonda. Got 5 more substitutions brought to you by IMT Insurance.
And these are 5 new faces that we haven't seen, so what an opportunity for these Newell-Fonda, these 10 through 15 on their bench to get to play here at Wells Fargo.
Yeah, Kiera Jungers and Bartek are back on the floor, but Audrey Koski, Paige Roberts, and Emma Erickson are on the floor as well. And Delaney Eisminger has hit her second in a row. Newell-Fonda working the other way with a brand new 5 on the floor. Koski with it. Swing it to the wing for Erickson. Back to the right side for Bartek. Good look, lost it for a moment. They dump it under the bucket, and Abby Bailey deflects the pass and takes it the other way. The Panthers try to work in transition, something they haven't been able to do a whole lot as the pass gets kicked out of bounds by Audrey Koski.
One thing the press does, Newell-Fonda's press does, is just wear you out. Mm-hmm. These Kingsley-Pierson starters are still in the game, most of them, but they are really tired. They're not used to being this exhausted still in the third quarter.
Yeah, Newell-Fonda conditions well, especially if they're going to play this type of game. Eisminger another 3, a little strong. Goodwin with great positioning lays it in. And now Newell-Fonda goes the other way with Roberts. Into the corner, they give it to the post, back out. Good ball movement by Newell-Fonda. So effortless as they pass it around the wing. Here in the corner, Bartek. To the free throw line. Jungers to the block and lays it in for 2. And that is 80 points for Newell-Fonda. And that is the end of the third quarter. 80-34, Newell-Fonda by a lot. We'll be back with more of the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. You're watching the Girls Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy.
We might not always know what the day will bring, but some things are certain. The sun will rise and your lights will go on. That's because at Mid-American Energy, we're obsessively, relentlessly committed to providing you energy when and where you need it, to connecting with you and keeping our communities safe and strong. Because the most important thing we put our energy into is you. We're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are my favorite place to go. You're at the end of my favorite.
You work hard to feed them well. That's why at Fairway, we work hard to give you the freshest produce, the highest quality meat, and the most affordable prices. Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Hey fans, as a reminder, Central College has a tuition price less than $20,000. That means the college experience that opens doors for a lifetime is now more affordable than ever. And scholarships are still available. Apply today at central.edu. Daniel Versteeg, Joanna Settles with you, starting the fourth quarter of this Class 1A quarterfinal between number 7 Kingsley-Pierson and number 2 Newell-Fonda. And Mackenzie Goodwin gets the scoring to start the fourth.
There's that nice paint touch, getting the ball into Goodwin, and good things happen. In the third quarter, it was the Mustangs 20-10 over the Panthers.
And they just keep the pedal to the metal. Don't give you an opportunity. Here's a cut by Mary Walker. Left a little strong. Bellcock for another three. That's a bit short. That goes out of bounds. It's Panther basketball. Well, this is the average points that Newell-Fonda scores in a game this season. They average 80.7 points a contest. And as you mentioned, the road to state has not had too many bumps for Newell-Fonda.
No, when you win by an average of 54 points, you are, I can't say coasting because they are
right.
They are working hard
for
that point differential, but it's impressive, and they have great teamwork as they steal the ball and capitalize on the offensive end. So what we will see now in this fourth quarter is different style of ball for both teams because it's half-court offense, half-court defense. There's Mary Walker. Mary Walker, what an up-and-comer. She's just a sophomore and has bought into this style of play, and look at her run and gun.
Yeah, she's one of the serious ones, though, as a sophomore. Coach Jungers was saying. She's one of the players on the team that just kind of keeps everybody in line. Newell-Fonda has this thing they like to get loose before the game. They like to dance around in the locker room and hype themselves out for the game. And, well, Mary Walker has to sometimes be the one that reminds Newell-Fonda to get yourselves back into the game. After you're done dancing, you gotta tighten up and get focused for the contest.
Yeah, that's usually not a sophomore that does that.
Right.
That's her thing.
Here is Beery driving, and her shot gets deflected away. Long outlet to Walker. Back to Mary. Down to Hogreef. Her turnaround hook is off the mark, but got her own rebound. They swing it out to McKenna. Pass a little strong, looking for Nevaeh Lyman, and Panthers take over.
Probably one extra pass. McKenna Sievers probably should have lit it up with the three there.
Mustangs sub in 5, and this substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Kingsley-Pierson down by 44 as they try and win the fourth quarter. Eisminger's three tries to help that, but a little off the mark. And the rebound is tracked down by Roberts. She's stuck with it, but then gives it off to Bartek. That's a right idea. Mackenzie Goodwin gets her hand in the way of that pass, and Mustangs will have an inbound. Well, the winner here, looking like it'll be Newell-Fonda, will play the winner of our next and final quarterfinal of the tournament between St. Ansgar and Montezuma. And that semifinal will be played Friday afternoon, as it is Panther basketball. Bailey kicks it out to Goodwin, who thinks about a three. She hasn't gone out beyond the perimeter a whole lot today. Eisminger to the block, a little strong. Good offensive rebound, good ball movement, and Beery scores and a foul.
Koski finds herself in the way of the offense as Newell-Fonda tries out their 1-3-1 defense, so still trying to work their game a little bit in the half court.
So Beery's at the line, shooting one. Beery hits the free throw, and she also eclipsed the 1,000 career point mark in the win over Council Bluffs St. Albert in the regional final. Pretty awesome milestone to hit. There's a lot of 1,000 point scorers in these two teams. As swiping at it is Hallie Collins, and force it out of bounds.
Yes, Maggie Walker and Ella Larson are both of the 1,000 point club. And there'll be some more girls that are on this court that will get there next year.
Yes. Here is Koski out to the wing, and Erickson knocks down a triple. That is 88 points for Newell-Fonda.
You know, they'd love to get to 3 digits again.
Yes.
It looks really cool on paper.
Especially on this location, and Delaney Eisminger hits a 3 the other way for the Panthers. The throwaway off the inbound. Kingsley-Pierson has numbers. A 3 in the corner for Beery's too strong. Good rebound by Bailey. Tries to fight her way in and couldn't back it out to Delaney Eisminger. Newell-Fonda up by 43. As it is Jungers, the daughter of Newell-Fonda head coach Dick Jungers, drawing a foul. The inbound into the bucket. Kingsley-Pierson checks in a couple more players in this substitution brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT.
And Beery and Bailey go out for Kingsley-Pierson. What a phenomenal year those seniors have had and a great career for the Panthers.
And you can't be too upset when it ends on the hardwood here at Wells Fargo Arena. There's a 3 on the baseline, a little short. Fans Casey's is proud to sponsor the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union in today's player of the game. And we'll have that coming up for you here in just a little bit. Lots to choose from for Newell-Fonda for the player of the game. Here's Kingsley-Pierson the other way. And the layup is up and in by Eisminger. Eisminger is able to keep scoring for Kingsley-Pierson even in this late part of the game anyway. More substitutions for Newell-Fonda. They really love checking in 4 or 5 different players at a time. Substitutions is always brought to you by IMT Insurance.
There's the mother-daughter hug with Coach and Mackenzie Goodwin.
And the seniors as well on the bench giving the hug as well. Eisminger realizing that the season's coming to an end. Fans are Casey's player of the game for this contest. That'll be the junior guard, Macy Sievers, having herself a great game. Macy finished 15 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, and we just saw her all over the court, Joanna. And sometimes you see players that make plays that the stat sheet doesn't always reflect.
Right, and they have bought into this unselfish play. She could have had a lot more points. She's always ready to make the extra pass. She had so many deflections. Those don't show up, right? And she was in on those double teams and triple teams, causing the 20-plus turnovers for KP. So she is a real leader on the court. And so going with points and assists and that combination of unselfishness, Macy Sievers, congratulations.
Casey's is at the heart of many Iowa communities, cheering on our local teams and fans and making sure there's fresh pizza ready, win or lose. Sign up for new Casey's Rewards, the rewards program that gives back by letting you redeem points for Casey's Cash, fuel discounts, or donations to local schools. Congratulations to Macy Sievers, our Casey's player of the game. As time winds down here in the fourth quarter, Newell-Fonda is on to the semifinals with an 88-47 victory over Kingsley-Pierson. And the incredible stretch continues to go for the Mustangs.
Yes, they are on a mission for this three-peat. They want to continue with their offensive prowess and this full court pressure that it's really a clinic that they put on. So to score 88 points is exciting for them. Again, 31 in the first half is awesome.
Let's send it over to PA announcer Joe Heyman for the awards presentation.
Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Gary Ross and Gene Berger. Congratulations to head coach Nicole Goodwin and the Panthers from Kingsley-Pierson on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Maggie Walker of Newell-Fonda will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Hey, Newell-Fonda fans, your team advances to the semifinals and will play the winner of St. Ansgar and Montezuma on Friday, March 5th at 4 p.m. Fans, on behalf of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we thank you for your support and attendance.
And it's a fantastic time. The Mustangs win over Kingsley-Pierson 88-47. And, well, Joanna, it just was start to finish. Newell-Fonda scored 31 in the first quarter and really didn't let up at all.
They didn't just score 60 in the first half. They come out right away, and Kingsley-Pierson was out of breath before they could turn around, and they turn around and they get it stolen again. And so the point differential after the first quarter, 31-15, and there was no turning back for Newell-Fonda.
No, there wasn't. And I don't know. I'm looking at the next matchup. They're going to get either St. Ansgar or Montezuma, and whoever wins that game, I wouldn't want to play Newell-Fonda right now. Their confidence, their speed has got to be sky high right now.
Right. Newell-Fonda took it to St. Ansgar last year. It was not a close game like that. You know, you never know. Montezuma is a great three-point shooting team, and if they get hot, you never know, right? And so Newell-Fonda, they're my favorite they're my choice for winning the 1A state championship for the three-peat.
Yeah, I'm looking at that rematch with Bishop Garrigan and Newell-Fonda coming up on Saturday. It could be. Of course, you still got to play the tournament, but I think that's everybody's favorite right now.
It is. It's what the state tournament is all about, those close matchups. Last year, it was the last-second shot for the Mustangs to win. And so it's so fun when it goes down to the final seconds.
It is, and unfortunately, Kingsley-Pierson sees a great season come to an end. They finished with their record of 23-2 this season, but a trip to state is nothing to scoff at by any means. The Panthers back to state for the third time in 6 seasons. Unfortunately, fall short to Newell-Fonda here in Des Moines. But Newell-Fonda, that's a team. If you're, again, we talked about good losses at the beginning. If you're going to have a good loss, Newell-Fonda is definitely it.
It is. They, have to feel good about a great season. They're definitely the underdogs coming into this game. Try to do what they could, and hardly anyone has been successful in the past years against them. So great season for Brooklyn Berry, for Delaney Eisminger, for Mackenzie Goodwin, and Abby Bailey. They'll definitely miss 3 of those 3 seniors, and a lot more seniors on their roster.
Right. Well, Newell-Fonda wins. They will advance to play either St. Ansgar or Montezuma in the semifinals of this Class 1A state tournament. And that's going to be coming up next here on the Girls Digital Network. On behalf of Joanna Settles and our producer Devin, all of us here in Des Moines, Daniel Versteg, thanks for watching our live coverage of the 2021 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau. And stick around, we've got St. Ansgar and Montezuma coming up at 8 o'clock here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.